kasi Miriam and I are both in our 40s, and I don't know, I just feel more beautiful in my 40s than when I was like in my 20s. Ito rin ba?
Oo, totoo. That's how I feel now. I mean, I feel more at home with myself. I feel I look better compared to how I looked back when I was a beauty queen.
Miriam shares both the joys and the challenges of motherhood.
Well, at my age, because I had children in my 40s, late stage na, diba? Wala kasi ako comparison nung bata ako na nagkaroon ng anak. Ako ng anak eh. But I can imagine, I probably would have had more energy when I had children at a much younger age compared to now. But still, I'm blessed because I had 2 miracle pregnancies, diba? Although there's also an advantage.
Yes, I was gonna ask you that.
Because now that I'm at my 40s, I'm also more financially established than when I was in my 20s. Back in my 20s, trabaho, puyat, halos di ko makita yung family ko. Diba? And if I had children then, I wouldn't have the time to invest in them as much as I do now. And now that I'm in my 40s, I've invested, I have passive income. So now, we have all the time we want to spend with our kids. I know they have their own way, but for me, I think this is what's important to me, to invest time with them, even at the young age, growing up. 4 years old ako, this was a core memory for me. My mom had a corporate lifestyle. She was driving, and I was running after her because at 4 years old, of course, I wanted my mom. She turned the corner, and I stopped. I wanted her, but she didn't even stop to look at me. Tapos gusto kong maiyak, pero natakot ako kasi maraming mga kapitbahay nakatitig sa akin. Sabi ko, hindi ko kailangan. So parang may nagkaroon ako ng subconscious decision not to want my mom. By God's grace, I had 5 years to establish a close, loving relationship with my mom before she passed away.
That's such a gift.
So, because I've had that experience, sabi ko, pag ako lumaki, ayoko forced ako to work just to keep a lifestyle.
I mean, it's a reality. It's not to dishonor them. The way that we also are affecting our children, di ba? But I think what's great about your story is that your mom may or may not have been aware na, you know, she was doing this to you. But definitely, it created a first a negative impact in your life. Pero eventually, you used it to make, kumbaga okay, let's break a cycle that is not good for families. And you turned it into something good. Which is, you know, for me, it's encouraging. So thank you for sharing that.
But my mom wasn't a bad parent. It's just that she was a busy parent.
Yes! And it's a reality.
Before I had kids, I was focusing on speaking. But when I had kids, and I had a tender pregnancy, parang I couldn't even work. I couldn't even homeschool my child because it will stress me and probably affect the baby. So may mga seasons na gano'n. Pero, you know, everything can be done, but not all at the same time. Seasons come and go, but the season of your children is only short and it will never come again. So you need to know your priorities. So the first person who made me a parent was Joshua. He was 6 years old when I first became his parent. He was adopted by Artie and his late wife. Back then, I didn't know how to love a grown boy who didn't come from my own. I knew that God put me in this family. Sabi ko, Lord, you love this boy more than anyone. And I don't know how to love him. Will you give me a heart to love him as you love him? As parents, we are so limited in our capacity to love. But only God has that unchanging, never-ending, all-encompassing kind of love that all parents, He's a perfect parent, all parents need